Following the line, I will talk about the center forward. And the center forward is actually a position which is very much unpopular regarding the population, if you let me say this. Why I'm talking about that? Because the center forward is not the player who is supposed to score goals. No, definitely not. The center forward was never even supposed to be like that. The center forward was the player who was in the center of the forward line. That definitely does not mean that he is the player who is supposed to score goals. Definitely not. And people actually believe that Messi was the first false nine. That's definitely not true. This is far away to be true. And the first false nine was not even Totti, it was not even Hirekuti, it was not even Schindler, what is, it was not even Joe Smith. It was back in the day, since association football was a association. The center forward position is a position, it's not a role. The position, if you allow me to say, if I could say an instance regarding this, in the 14 15 season, when Luis Enrique was coaching FC Barcelona with the trio, Messi used to play as a right winger. Luis Suarez used to play as a center forward. And if we can compare Messi with Stanley Matthews, both are right wingers. And why not we could say that Stanley was a right winger and Messi was a inside forward or a second striker, as they used to say, because that's definitely not true. That's just a role regarding the position of the players. The position and the roles are actually different things. You you could be placed as a right winger, however, if you are a right winger and you are supposed to centralize just like Messi used to do, or you are supposed to come to the corner and make a cross or do some dribbling towards the goal, that's something different. The role and the position are literally different things regarding the role and the position of the players. That's actually obvious. However, people have this tendency to believe that it is the same thing. It's not. The second position that I would like to talk about is the central half position, which is one of the most important position while the players are on the field, because it manages every single aspect of the game, the defensive side and the offensive side. Although we are talking about the past and the present, if we take a instance regarding the present, we have Busquets and Rodri, who were, I mean, were in the past, because Rodri is not even sorry, because Rodri is not even the same player who he was before. And the central half, that's the defensive midfielder, isn't even the same regarding what it was before, what he was before, sorry. In my opinion, the best central half of all time, and in my list, in my own opinion, in my own perspective regarding the best players of all time, the best central half of all time is Beckenbauer to this day, because Beckenbauer, he was not a fullback. He was a defensive midfielder. He was way actually better as a defensive midfielder. And one thing that I would like to talk about regarding him is that Beckenbauer is one of these players who are not even mentioned as one of the best players who played in the grass of the World Cup. That's that's something which is for sure. In the 66 World Cup, he was one of the best players. In the 70 World Cup, he was one of the best players. And he still managed to break his arm. I don't actually remember if he broke his arm, but I do know that he played with something around his arm, and I I am for sure, I'm almost for sure that he played against Italy with something around his arm, because he actually broke it. And in the next World Cup, he won it, and he was one of the best players. One thing that I see that it's not even commented about, it's not even a subject to talk about, is regarding how he was one of the best players in the World Cup, because people actually believe that Pelé and Maradona or Garrincha were one of the best players regarding the World Cup. However, why not the German? He is the only player, and by the only player, I mean not my own opinion, but regarding everything. If you actually take a read of every single match which he had in the World Cup, you will take a look, or you will take a very specific reading that he is the only player to ever reach a 11 best regarding the World Cup in the 66, in the 70 World Cup, and in the 74 World Cup. He is the only player to do that. There's not even not even other player to actually do this. He is above this feature. And in my opinion, regarding what he did in the Bundesliga after they actually managed to propose the professional thing after the amateur phase, he is actually the best defensive midfielder which who I could actually see. And he could be even a fullback. He could play even as a forward. Beckenbauer was actually so amazing that he could play as a forward. However, I'm saying this although I should be talking about the right wing forward. I mean, not forward, but the right wing back. However, I'm talking about a central half, a defensive midfielder who I believe he achieved the best level he actually did. And I do actually believe that he's so below regarding what people think about him. That's actually incredible. The German was outstanding. He could play as a fullback, as a defensive midfielder, as a forward. He could take free kicks with his his right side of the butt. He could take free kicks with his left foot. He was actually outstanding, and people actually managed to let him away regarding the a top 10 of all time. He's one of the best players of all time. He's actually the best player regarding defensive midfielders. He's complete. He's complete. There's not even a single word that I can say about him. He's complete. He is complete. Beckenbauer is complete. What else I can say?